What's up everyone? How's it going? Today's video is actually not going to be posted in the order that it was filmed in, and it's actually going to be posted a couple of weeks from today. The reason is because today I'm actually going to be starting my vinyl wrap project where I'll be wrapping every panel of the Jeep a different color, and later today I'll actually be wrapping the first two panels. But before I wrap those panels, I have to capture the content for this video, because this video is actually an update video on the previous paint corrosion issue that I had on my Jeep. If you're unfamiliar about the paint corrosion issue that occurs on the JLs, basically in the early years of the JL platform, Jeep kind of screwed up in prepping the aluminum correctly before paint, which has caused the aluminum to start to corrode and cause bubbling on the paint. Typically, this occurs around the hinges, the edge of the door, and around the hood. And luckily, it is covered under warranty. And about a year ago, around March 2023, I actually took my Jeep in to get the repairs made to all the areas I was having corrosion occur. Well, the update I have today is, unfortunately, it is back. As you can see here, the corrosion has started to occur on all the hinges, and it has started to occur on the passenger front door at the bottom where it previously was. The corrosion is not as bad as it previously was, but it's just a matter of time before it gets to the same level or worse. The reason I feel that this has happened is mainly due to the fact that the dealership that I got the repairs done, all they did was sand and then repaint the areas that were affected. This is not necessarily the correct way, because you're not really getting rid of the corrosion, you're just putting a band-aid over top of it. The correct way would have been to replace those panels with brand new aluminum parts and then prep it and paint it correctly. This is very disappointing because these vehicles are not cheap, and Jeep kind of screwed up in the beginning, so you'd think that they would have fixed it the second time around and told their dealership to do it correctly. For myself, what this means is I have to go back to the dealership to find out if they will repair it again. The reason I say if is because my Jeep is no longer under warranty, and I've heard that this type of issue is only covered when your vehicle is still within that factory warranty. But I've also heard that it also has a lifetime warranty, because this issue is occurring from inside the paint and not from the outside. Hopefully it does have lifetime warranty, so I'll be able to get it repaired easily. But if not, I'm still hoping that the dealership will cover it, because they already attempted to repair it and just didn't do it correctly. The moral of this story is, if you are getting your Jeep warranty done for this type of corrosion, make sure that they replace the parts. When I picked up the Jeep, I realized that they had just sanded and repainted it. I emailed them and said, "Are you sure this is gonna last?" And they said, yeah, no, it's last. We've done so many of them. Well, it hasn't. So you have to make sure that you get them to replace all the panels. To be honest, if you're there and your Jeep has it, you might as well get them to replace all the damn doors, all the hinges. Just get everything out of the way, because you don't want to run into this issue in the future. As the purpose for this video was to give you an update on my paint corrosion issue and to give you the information to avoid you making the same mistake I did and allowing the dealership to do the Band-Aid repair, I don't really have much more to say. The only thing I will keep you guys up to date on and post in another video is the status of myself getting this repaired for the second time. Hopefully in that video, I'll find out if it is lifetime warranty covered, or if it's only covered in that factory warranty, or whether they'll cover it because they already did it again, or if I'm totally screwed. Either way, I'll let you guys know what happens, and we'll all be in this together. If anybody has any similar situations or comments about this, feel free to post them below. The more we can talk about this and the more information we get out there, the more we can help fellow Jeepers deal with the same issue on their Jeep. As usual, guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Please keep evolving, and we'll see you guys on the next video.